15 minutes demo session. So every Friday, I go live for 15 minutes and talk about the problem that I'm seeing advisors and insurance agents face. Then I share my screen and show how we are solving that in our fintello platform, which is an AI marketing platform for financial advisor and insurance agent. And then I talk about real life use of how advisors are using it and how actually it can help improve the outcome of their marketing. So today I want to talk about building trust and lead conversion into ideally an appointment. That's essentially the objective. So the problem advisors face when they're trying to prospect and grow with good marketing, they need to generate leads, and there is a whole process for doing it, and that itself is a big challenge. But typically, what we find is even when you're generating leads, building trust, specifically when you focus on cold market like what we focus, where you are prospecting from cold market. Of course, you use the same marketing even for warm market, but cold market, it really is the main market to focus if you want to grow. And building trust in cold market is not easy. Okay, so you need to figure out how to build trust. So the problem typically we see is, when you convert or create leads, let's say from a Facebook ads or any other mechanism, someone that doesn't know you, and how do you convert it? So the traditional way people do that is like you capture their lead informations, you follow up with phone calls, emails, and stuff like that, and that does work. You do convert some leads into appointments, but this is still a problem to be able to follow up. So we, in our journey of working with advisor, we have seen this to be a gap where you can generate leads, but you don't convert people into appointment because these leads, while they're qualified and they are interested, but somehow they're not able to build that trust with the advisor. So that's typically the problem. Okay, so I just wanted to kind of summarize the problem first. Now let me show you exactly how we have addressed that problem. I'm going to share my screen and now show you. So I'm going to share entire screen. Okay, perfect. So I think you should be able to see my screen. So I'm going to go here now. Yeah, so this is basically our Fintello platform, and Fintello is essentially a one-stop AI marketing platform that I personally built with my team for financial advisor insurance agent. So this is a completely in-house built custom proprietary platform that we have built for the last 4 years while working with advisors. So the beauty of our platform is, since day one, we built something, gave it to advisors, and kept on improving it. So it has all the capability from branding and everything in one place. But today I'm going to talk about, if you're generating leads from any campaign, how are you going to build the trust? So one thing that we have seen work well, and I personally use my own platform for marketing with a lot of success, is video like this one I'm doing really becomes a very powerful way of building trust. I personally had 2 meetings booked today with advisors that have never spoken with me, simply with watching a video and booking. Let me show you how that is now available to all the advisors. So if you go to pages, so we have various pages. So we created this video page, and we had an older video page, but now we have this new template that is created. And you see here it has different options. Let me just go to one of the live page that we have. So here is one. So let's say if an advisor, and here's a really good example. So this video essentially educates high net worth advisors, sorry, not advisors, the prospect of advisors, about a strategy for retirement planning, and then it allows to do multiple options. So let me just walk you. This is really important. So how this works is like, if the leads are coming in into a funnel, after they opt in to receive information, we used to have just a guide page. So I'm going to just go there and just show you that as well. So if you see here, we had the download page, right? So we used to have this retirement download. So this was like our traditional way of doing it, and it still works, and we still have advisors using it. But to solve the trust problem, we now have upgraded this to a video model. And here an advisor can create a video, or even, I am helping advisors do a podcast style video to make it easier. I just did that one today with one of our advisor clients. Now what happens is a prospect get an opportunity of watching, for example, the video that I have, and then they can watch the video, they can change all the text and everything. But the key part is, like, I wanted to highlight a few things that we have done from what we have seen work well. So there is this countdown timer, right, that has the offer, so they can completely customize and change it. Then, and this allows people, because we have seen in when you have something that is time bound, people are more likely to act. And this could be an advisor, reserving few meetings a week, right? They might have some giveaways, like some information materials. So we can come up with interesting offers, limited time offers and things like that. But again, it's optional. If somebody doesn't want to do it, platform, I'm going to go back and forth now just to show you how easy it is to update and change anything in fintello. So if you go here, yeah, so this is essentially how the pages are edited. Okay, this is a different page. I'm going to go back. Let's go to the video page and let's see. um, okay, this is a video page here. So you can go and you can hide this thing. If you don't want to see it, I can just hide it. I can update. And now if you go back here and refresh it, you'll see there's no timer. Now you go straight into call to actions. It's completely customizable, and we make it super easy. And we provide a lot of support to advisors to do all this thing. But I'm just going to turn this on for now and then update it. And then we even increase. So what happens is, when a prospect lands here, they can watch a video, and videos, we all know, builds more trust. You're able to share more information. In this case, I'm talking about retirement strategy. It could be a planning process, insurance strategy, anything. The very fact that they can see you, hands down, creates a lot more trust. So that's the first thing. Now comes interesting thing. Then we added few call to action. So previously we only had click here to link to book a meeting, right? So this button. So you can still click and they can just go straight into your meeting booking pages. And that's one way of doing it. But now we also have an option for people to simply put a message. And once they put a message, it actually comes in Fintello on top as a message sent by a lead. So you can still do that. And it just gives the prospect more opportunity if they want to mention something, and we can still collect some data. And again, this is also customizable. So if you go here, you can visible and you can change the visibility of each of the button and keep it simple. And then the powerful thing that we have seen, so book meeting is one of the most important button in marketing. I personally have built my entire business on that. So we have that, right? We need that. Pretty much mandatory. But this call now is a very interesting one. So you see, you now have the ability for the prospect to call the advisor. So imagine like getting an inbound call. And this particular thing works on obviously mobile phone, which means, let's say a prospect sees the ad or somehow discovers you through a mobile phone, which is bulk of it. For most of the time, there are some people on computer. So if they are on mobile, they can click the button and use their own phone dialer, and it comes as an inbound call. And on our end, for example, if you go here, let me just click on this. So when it comes to phone, you can select, like our virtual phone that we give to every advisor, or advisors can select their own phone, which is also configured in our platform. So you have the options to route the call to either your own phone, or it could be an AI assisted call. So we have another virtual phone every advisor get with Fintello, and you also have an AI agent. So you can have your own personal AI assistant that is fully trained. That's something we do right off the gate, which means if you are busy with your client, or you might be busy with personal stuff, an inbound call that comes can be answered by your AI agent. They can take the message, and now you can go follow up. So it's really beautiful. But why this is very powerful is, specifically when you're generating ads from paid marketing campaign, which is what we do. We had an advisor yesterday who generated a $1+ million investable asset lead for retirement planning. So when that person requesting that information, an inbound lead that has some intention to help get some help, they now have the option to call the advisor. See, we never had that before, and that's why I'm iterating this. This means that if somebody sees the video and they want to speak with them, they can call. If the advisor is not available, it goes to the AI or it goes to the voicemail. So very simple. So I think this button will increase conversion. As I told you before, the problem is we get leads, but conversion of leads currently is about 15%. So, and that's a pretty good industry standard. So if you generate 10 leads from social media, converting 1 to 2 appointment is a fantastic campaign. Sometimes it's even harder to do that. We believe that with the improvement that we are making in our platform, we can take that conversion from 15% to 30 to 40%, because you're now giving the prospect a reason to trust you with videos and multiple options to either call, or they can obviously book a meeting. And everything in our system is tracked. So on Fintello, it will track, like you see, we also have this little, um, I'll just go here. If you go back into pages, and I'll show you one of, actually, I had a webinar yesterday. So yeah, you go here, and if you click on this, so this is like my webinar video that I posted. You can see how many people have visited, how many people watched it, and things like that. So you have full analytics on the video. So we're also tracking that part of it, which means we can see how long a video was viewed by the particular prospect. So there's a lot of data that is also captured that the advisor can see, but the advisor AI agent that we have also can see. But this page, it's mobile compatible, looks really beautiful. It really allows now advisors using our campaigns to build more trust with their prospects and increase conversion. And these different options allow you to do that. There's one more thing I want to show you quickly. We also have, so if I go back here, we also have the ability to attach a document. So you now can put guides and things like that. Here. If I go back and refresh this. So oftentimes our advisors have the retirement guide. Let's see here, did I update it? Visible, update, and do this. Okay, I'm not sure, could be a small tech issue, but yeah, this is supposed to come. Yeah, we're supposed to pick a file, and I can say hidden or visible and update. Yeah, so this is supposed to now give a little area at the bottom that shows the retirement guide. I'm not seeing it, maybe it's some small tech issue, but yeah, it's supposed to come at the end, which means now you can also have something to give. Typically we have guides. So that's the main kind of thing that we have done to improve conversions, and all the ad campaigns for all the advisors that we have in our platforms are getting upgraded to this thing. And that's really how we have been innovating it. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen. I'm going to go back to the live video. Okay, there you go. So I'm back here. So anyway, just to kind of summarize, the problem is like leads conversion is a smaller percentage right now. Trust is a major reason why this happens. And now we have this beautiful page that allows an advisor to do simple video, create some trust, and then we are giving multiple options for the lead to book meeting, and the advisor can track everything, who clicked, how much videos they watched, what is the intent of someone who is putting a message versus booking a meeting and everything. And I personally have used video pages like this forever. And the way I've been building Fintello is what I have been using and where I have found it to be a problem, we built through software. So yesterday I did my webinar. I had over 50 people attend. There were like 10 people that were really, engaged. I personally sent videos to all of them using the exact same page. And we booked 2 meetings. I'm expecting 4 more meetings to be booked because they're hyper-personalized videos, giving people easy options. And I think that capability is rolled out to advisors, and we're constantly giving them these kind of tools to improve conversion. So hope this helps. Again, if you have any questions, reach out to us. But hope this gives you visibility into how our platform is designed, how it works and everything. And that's it for this video. I'll see you back in the next Friday, Fintello Friday. Till then, thanks a lot.